Everyone, and welcome back to the Crypto Blitz, where you can get your fix. I am Tribble Van Winkle, your host. I hope you have a fantastic day. Tuesday, May 13th is Taco Tuesday, and I have a fantastic video planned for the entire day. Because of its significant run, we are discussing XRP is in the making, is cooking, is completely prepared to tear and explode upside down. We're discussing an XRP aim of $20, 0 cents, or more, particularly these XRP ETFs that we know are on the horizon. It is in the automobile. 18, I anticipate our old Trump is going to give us at least 24 speeches since he went on a tirade. It's better to talk about Bitcoin than to own real estate. And we will examine Bitcoin's 4-hour liquidity, determine its future direction. After discussing Apple and Google's plans to incorporate cryptocurrency wireless, we'll get into a few XRPTA charts. RIP has you covered, so don't worry. It helps me with the algorithms if you hit the like and follow buttons if you're new to the channel. If you want to subscribe to the channel and disable advertisements so you can avoid those obnoxious Google adverts, turn on those alerts so you never miss a thing. A join button beneath the video and throughout my live feeds on Wednesday. Provide a seamless listening experience throughout, which is why your name stands out tomorrow. Therefore, you stand out if you have a query or are seeking answers, and I don't miss it because thousands of people watch these live streams. Folks, it's well worth it. The monthly cost is $4.99. It's nothing at all, and you'll receive bonus content as we release it. So click the join button. Without further ado, take a seat back and unwind. So let's get started with Bitcoin 137,143. On the last 24-hour chart, it is attempting to move to the green time yesterday, and this is huge. Once we surpass $3, it added $2.2 billion, 0 cents to the stock market, people. Enormous. We had a suspicion that was Bitwise and GXRP were discussed in the day's first video. This is the actual XRP ETF offered by Bitwise. This is the Bitwise webpage. Although the actual XRP ETF is being discussed, I want to focus on the chart's most significant figures, the assets under management, and the asset is obviously called XRP, and it is traded using the ticker or symbol XRP. The fund's physical holdings are the AUM in cold storage. I apologize, but this XRP ETF fund has 109,820,500 XRP in cold storage, which is equivalent to 109,800,000. That's quite a bit. Everyone who has shares outstanding, which are located straight down here, has a sizable and holding 782,035 million. Excuse me, but this is the quantity of XRP. This is the total number of units or shares of this trust that are currently in circulation. As with stocks, investors can purchase or sell these. All they have left is this. Okay, not too horrible. What is the market value of the AUM? To more than $279 million, 0 cents. The cryptocurrency entitlement per unit comes next. In other words, one share is supported by 14.11 XRP. Thus, purchasing a single share exposes you to that much XRP. It's quite intriguing now, isn't it? Sanamaye then released this. Among all cryptocurrencies, XRP recently overtook Tether for the third highest market capitalization position. The market value of the assets is now evidently backed by more than 2,611 cents for the first time since possessions you can have. Furthermore, because we are instantly liquid, we are a hard asset family. It can be transferred to any location in the world. It can be carried anywhere in the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a store of incredible value. Once more, real estate is my main source of income, but it is not any of those things. It might take me a year to complete the transaction if I wish to sell at a hotel. It's not liquid. Even if Bitcoin is a fantastic store of money, it's practically the ideal complement to the world we adore. Therefore, it brought together a kind of unique loyalty between being kind of forced into an industry and having many like-minded people in that industry who were also being completely mallocated by the exact people who are coming after us. When it comes to what they do, Bitcoin and how that is outstanding, it's huge that Eric is saying this. Coming from the Trump family, discussing Bitcoin, but you need to notice that this is a bigger picture. They are discussing cryptocurrency in general and not just Bitcoin. They also included Bitcoins for our liquidity chart. I like and am aware of what I say. Send it higher. One of my primary blogs on Patreon today will be discussing Bitcoin in great detail. It will be a lengthy one. It'll be a huge payout. Pay attention to it. Additionally, we received this breaking news. Google and Apple both incorporate cryptocurrency wallets. According to Charles Hoskins, seconds. A single update from Google or Apple could quickly transform every phone into a cryptocurrency wallet. He claims that the blockchain teams developed the technology. If they enter, the game is on. He's correct. All these two need to do is roll out an update. And how many people will follow? Capable of owning and purchasing cryptocurrency. According to eGrad Crypto, we only need to maintain our position above 250. That's all. I was right, he says. The confirmation goal would be the breakouts 250, which were also anticipated at 265. The important thing right now is to keep it over 250, or even worse, 242, if we can hold. If we're unable to find 220, we will ascend, retesting 222. And Dark Defenders like the way the 3-month period is bullish. I remember the cases where the value dropped from $1 to 70 cents. The third wave is approaching. The price of XRP is approaching $36. In a sense, his first goals were 585 and 333, sits at 236 and 222 for support. eGrad Crypto. Discuss 220 for the assistance. Here they are both in the same zone and range. Allow me to explain how the remainder of this year will unfold. Extremely positive for the summer. Altcoins will catch up to Bitcoin as it continues to rise. Spot holdings for altcoins, people are still down and in the red on their spot holdings compared to where we were roughly 6 months ago. We still have a long way to go. Although the market is turning green and these assets beginning to recover is a wonderful thing, this is not yet the end of the story. There is still a long way to go. We will catch up. These assets, particularly those with genuine utility and use cases, will be much more valuable than some of the garbage currencies that are currently in circulation. When that occurs, anticipate a blow-off parabolic peak for Bitcoin. Anyone between 175 and 225 should be on it, in my opinion. What will we look at next? From 175 to 225, when it occurs, after the rotation into all coins is complete, all the coins will rise. $20, 0 cents, and XRP are on the map. And everything will depend on what occurs in May and June. $4 to $6 are very, very easy targets to reach if we can see XRP reach them. We will ensure that you have your exit strategy in place and obtain the double-digit XRP lock-in strap by the end of June. I will leave it at that. Look, wash your hands, be courteous to one another, and be pleasant. Van Winkle Ripple